Hey everyone, I hope all is well and Happy New Year. Today I'm just sharing my thoughts on homeschooling and the transition that I'm thinking about taking for my daughter when she moves on to the next grade. My daughter's in 5th grade right now and she'll be going to 6th grade. Homeschooling will simply allow me to create a schedule that fits our family best. I get to plan lessons around vacation, work, and even lazy days. The school that she goes to now goes from K to 6th grade. And then, of course, she'll go on to middle school, which I believe here in the district that we're in is 7th and 8th. I don't know. I didn't even look that far. But I don't want her to go to public school in the 7th grade and beyond. And it's just because I am very fearful of, the way schools, what some kids have to deal with in school these days. This video is just to share my thoughts about my fears about allowing my child to progress through school with the way things are handled in the area that I'm in at this point. So, like I said, my daughter's in the 5th grade. My daughter is also special needs. If you follow me, you'll see other videos about that. But she's low support special needs, but she's in a special needs class. So it's smaller, more one-on-one. I think it's 1 teacher and 2 paras in the classroom to assist. And I think it's about 9 of them in her school, in her class. It usually fluctuates from grade to grade from maybe as low as 6 kids to, I don't think they go any more than 12. Anyway, and the current school that she's in and current teacher and support system is wonderful. She would continue there in the 6th grade in the same class. And though I like the teacher, I like the support staff, I think I'm just going to pull her out after the 5th grade and just transition to homeschool. Some of the benefits to homeschooling: flexibility, a personalized education, a stronger family bond between us, a safer environment, and the freedom to do more of what we wanted to do. I think the biggest thing for me is to unlearn what I know as traditional schooling. School doesn't have to be conducted from 8 to 3, and school doesn't have to be conducted from 8 to 3. You can probably get a good education, depending on what you're teaching them and everything, within a couple of hours of the day. It's just about having that structure and that organization, but it could be, at any time. It's also nice to think about not having my child to get up at dark 30, just to get on a bus. She probably spends about 2 hours getting up, getting ready, getting on the bus, getting to school, getting into class, getting breakfast, and getting situated before they even begin to learn, so I understand that's the way that it works, but, what would it be like if my child could just, sleep in, wake up leisurely, eat breakfast casually, and just kind of have the freedom, but the structure to be able to learn, and whatever that might be. And that's not necessarily just in the house, at the table, at the desk, or whatever. That could be anything that we make it to be, it's just what we make it to be. I'm just concerned about, the bullying and the amount of pressure that's on these kids, which causes them to do, unthinkable things. And then also, the relationships with students or with kids and their parents. The parents at home aren't engaged enough. And, I'm guilty of that in terms of, just not being probably as engaged as I should with my child, in school and heavily and deeply involved in what she's actually learning and retaining and things like that. And what she's watching on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I've noticed just a lot of lack of participation and engagement with parents. And it just seems to be as they get older, it potentially gets worse, with not checking on what your child's doing or or got going on, or how they're feeling, where they have access to where they can, wreak havoc and destroy lives. It's all just so sad. But anyway. Some cons with homeschooling could be the time consumption, potential lack of socialization, resources, and costs. I joined a membership to help support me in our journey in homeschool. This membership offers 24-hour legal support. They will prepare all documents to help me formally withdraw my child from school. You become a private school teacher now, so you get a lot of discounts offered, which is great. The membership also gives you a variety of resources, toolkits, and templates to use, such as generating your own report cards and diplomas, and additional resources such as community programs, homeschool groups, and special needs resources, which is great for us. So I've been looking at it. I am terrified as well as excited. I know it's going to be a learning experience. I know it's going to be a huge adjustment. Fortunately, I'm in a state that is supportive of homeschool and very homeschool friendly. So that's good. I know not all states are that. But yeah, I don't want to become a member of the parent club who has suffered loss or tragedies. And I don't want to be another parent who is just so disheartened by what their child is not learning and just looking at other ways to educate your child and enlighten your child, such as like just what they can learn from me, what they can learn in the world schooling and things like that. And, I'm also disheartened by some of the school systems, the districts who don't have the support. Teachers, I see it, teachers, educators, and support staff of the school system who don't have the support and resources that they need. And, it's just a shame. We pay enough taxes, some more than others, to where there shouldn't be such a lack of resources to our educators, not only in salary, but, just in resources in general, and books and supplies, materials, all that kind of stuff, just support. So it's not just me wanting to pull my kid out because I'm afraid that there's going to be an incident. That's always on my mind, but there's just other things too, that I see as a parent in the community. And I'm interested in trying this approach, or trying homeschooling and hopefully on to world schooling, and just, hopefully just seeing what could come of that, and how that would be better. I just think it would be better. So, but I know it's going to be a transition. I still work full time. I'm a single parent. And so, there's going to be having to manage that. But for me, I think the best thing is just going to be to dive in and just do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? It doesn't work, and then we just return to the school system. At least I could say that I tried, but I really think that it's going to work. But those are the primary reasons as why I was considering that. And I just wanted to share that, and then some of the pros and cons of what I see so far. Some common misconceptions about homeschool are that homeschool kids are weird, or that they won't be socialized, that homeschool kids are sheltered, that parents aren't qualified to teach, and that homeschooling has to be done only in the home. What's the worst thing that can happen? It doesn't work, and then we just return to the school system. At least I could say that I tried.